Finance.
So Joe. Oh yeah, this side. You see that on the back. What's that? Okay. We can proceed then. Resolution number 2022-71. Mr. Jones.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Authorizing the Jefferson County Administrator to enter into a purchase and sale agreement with Purchase Development LLC for the sale of the former county highway site in the city of Jefferson. Jefferson County has been working to prepare the county highway site in the city of Jefferson for redevelopment use. Efforts have included working with the DNR for final environmental closure. 2, rezoning the property to a mixed-use zoning classification with the city of Jefferson. 3, development and approval of a new certified survey map to consolidate property from multiple parcel identification numbers for future land use potential. 4, planning with the city of Jefferson for future redevelopment, which includes the development of a joint city-county park in the floodplain area of the property funded by a grant from the state. 5, the city of Jefferson funding a new road and utilities within the property for future development. 6, negotiating a land exchange between the county and the Jefferson Housing Authority for the mutual benefit of both parties. The county has had conversations with various developers for the development of this site over the last several years. The county accepted a previous offer, which the interested party withdrew. Other offers were received for this property, but none were acceptable to the Finance Committee. The county administrator met with First Development, which expressed interest in development of this property. Curtis Development is currently engaged in several development projects in southeast Wisconsin and has a good understanding of the opportunity for emerging market needs and the housing shortfall in our area resulting from developmental challenges. Curtis Development has met with county staff and city staff to review the conceptual plans to help ensure alignment with future city development plans for the property site. The Jefferson County Finance Committee met in closed session on December 7th, 2022, January 4th, 2023, and February 1, 2023, for the purpose of considering development vision and business parameters for the sale of this property. The Finance Committee provided parameters to the county administrator of acceptable business terms to negotiate the sale. On February 9th, 2023, the Finance Committee met in closed session and recommended forward this resolution to the Jefferson County Board of Supervisors to authorize the Jefferson County Administrator to enter into a purchase and sale agreement with Purchase Development LLC for the sale of the former highway site in the city of Jefferson. The county administrator finalized negotiations based on the parameters provided by the Finance Committee and subsequently received a formal purchase and sale agreement for the property at a price of $20,000 per acre at closing, an additional $7,500 per acre being paid at a future date. Based on the performance of the development, the final terms of these future payments will be determined at the time of the closing on the property. Fiscal note, proceeds from the sale of the property will be deposited in the capital project fund. These proceeds will offset any expenses required to prepare for the closing of this transaction. The remaining proceeds and future use of these proceeds will be reviewed by the Finance Committee for recommendation to the County Board of Supervisors. Mr. Chair, I move for passage of this resolution.
So we have a motion to approve by Mr. Jones. Or a second? Second by Mr. Zarling. Questions, discussions? Mr. Gulick.
Has there been any professional assessment or evaluation on the property to determine if there are historic or cultural sites on it?
Not that I know.
We have not. It's been used. We did not find anything when the park was being built. They did do an analysis with that. We had to do a wetland delineation study as part of that process to get the DNR and Corps permits. Most of that site that I showed you, that's been in existence since the 30s, and I'm not aware of anything that was in that place. But as part of that process, we can investigate that.
Mr. Gross, you have a hand up?
Yes. The only question I have is like the concrete and that'll all be removed by the new purchaser.
Yeah, what we have right in place is they're going to be responsible as is for that portion. Our obligation is doing with the final environmental components.
Great, thank you.
Any other questions? Seeing none, we can do this with a voice vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Hearing none? It passes. We move to item 20, announcements. Mr. Christensen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to take a minute of our time to recognize an exceptional Fort Atkinson resident named Nicholas Gulig. Nick Gulig is an associate professor of languages and literature at UW-Whitewater, and he is apparently so good at his job that he's been named the new state poet laureate of Wisconsin. Of extra interest to us, Nick Gulig is the nephew of our supervisor, Tony Gulig. And so it's a point of pride. I think we should take that point. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Seeing no other business to come from before the board, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. So moved by Mr. Treville, second by Mr. Lund. That side of the room really wants to go. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?